am married to Hernán, the founder of Workshop for Warriors. I was there the day that he decided he was going to do it.
I was in Montgomery Mall one day with my wife, and I heard a familiar voice call me.
I ended up seeing this bald-headed guy in the middle of a mall, and I instantly knew who it was, and I just yelled out, "Doc."
John Jones asked Hernán to be his best man.
I said, "Yes, of course, I'll be there." I said, but get up, buddy, give me a hug. He said, I can't.
January 3rd, 2005, I was hit by a double-stack anti-tank mine in my Humvee, and it was launched 25 feet up in the air. And as a result of that, I ended up losing both legs below the knee.
And they parted ways, and Hernán started crying in the middle of the mall.
It hit me so hard because John was the embodiment of the dreams and aspirations of every Marine I had ever served with. My knees literally sank to the ground, and I grabbed my wife's elbow and I said, "We're gonna sell everything that we have, and we're gonna do something." I started it out of my garage, and little by little it grew from a garage to a little self-storage unit, and then 2, and then 3. And fortunately, Rachel and I were able to figure out that welding was something that was very important. The other thing was that machining was something that the veterans loved doing, and it was something that America needed. And our goal was to transition people from departing the service into getting a family supporting wage.
My transition out of the Marine Corps was challenging. I was raising my 2 kids. My daughter was 3, my son was 1 at the time. Being a single dad, I had to make a lot of self-sacrifice to make sure that my kids were taken care of. Welding is one of those things that it's a huge demand for. I started researching schools, and I stumbled across Workshops for Warriors. The great thing about Workshops for Warriors is because most of us are veterans. You know, we all went through the same struggles while we were in. We're going through the same struggles after we get out. Being here at the school, we're all learning together. We're all, working together. And it's one of those things that you're not going to find that anywhere else.
Currently, 94% of our students are getting jobs after they leave Workshop for Warriors.
Job placement out of this program is extremely high because they do host career fairs and job fairs where they invite employers to come and speak with the students and interview the students. I made a phone call to the HR department at Fox Racing. They showed me around the shop and ended up sitting me down, asking me if I wanted to do some welding, and I spent 3 hours in a seat welding parts for them. And at that point, they made me an offer.
We have a real need for experienced, skilled workers that can come here and go to work with very little training.
We moved to Main Street, San Diego in 2011. We had a couple of old welding machines that were donated by the Palm brothers. We had my personal manual milling machine, which is a Bridgeport. And we had 4 students, I think, in our first class. And what little money we did have was just spent on paying rent.
Our operating costs have grown from $2.5 million to $3 million in the last year alone. Workshop for Warriors is 100% funded by private individuals, organizations, and foundations. We are extremely lucky to attract people who want to make an impact in veterans' lives.
That are heroes. I mean, they really are. They've signed a contract to give up their life for their country. And when they get their time up and they go into the civilian world, they just don't have any training by the government. And they leave Workshop for Warriors, they leave there with a job in hand.
Welding for me it's not just a job. Anybody can go out and get just a job. This is a lifestyle choice, a career choice that I wanted to pursue, and this program and this school made that possible.
They're just good, clean-cut, all-American boys and girls. They've got girls in these classes too to be machinists and welders, and I admire them for that. I'm very proud to be associated and donating there.
If money was no object, what would I create? I would create training facilities across the U.S.
And I would give every single veteran, wounded warrior, and transitioning service member the opportunity to get lifelong skills, credentials, and the opportunity to rebuild America's manufacturing force.
You need to invest in workshops for warriors because the industry needs a training pipeline. Workshop for Warriors provides that training pipeline.
You should donate to Workshops for Warriors because it gives transitioning service members and veterans the opportunity to build a career. It gives them an opportunity to support their families in a new way. It gives them the opportunity to continue to serve their country in the advanced manufacturing industry.
You know what I want to say to people who have already donated to Workshop for Warriors is thank you. Thank you for seeing that money can actually change someone's lives, transform their lives.
And when I look back and I see all these amazing donors that have been so generous with their time and their talent and their treasure, that we're able to provide these veterans and wounded warriors and transitioning service members the best possible equipment and consumables and supplies and software, and then get them placed in some of the best companies in the world. And now it feels like every day more and more people join the ranks of those that are supporting us. And the earth now trembles with the sound of our footsteps, marching forward towards a brighter and better future for America and the men and women that have served. And that literally leaves me humbled, grateful, just thankful to be a part of this.